Welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you can catch up on all of your favorite shows at any time. Survivor Season 50 has finally reached its end after it started airing in February 2026. On May 20th, 2026, CBS is scheduled to broadcast the final episode. Each episode of Survivor Season 50 was notable for its unexpected eliminations and plot twists. It marks the return of some contestants from the previous seasons. The 12th episode featured the exit of Siri and Rick. Tiffany was able to secure her own immunity after failing to locate the idol on the island. Rick was already the target of the tribe attacks. Survivor Season 50's final episode is scheduled to air on May 20th, 2026. Viewers are excited to witness who will take the title of the show in the end. And predictions have already started. Keep reading to know who might win the ongoing season. In the end, who is anticipated to win Season 50 of Survivor? The winner of Survivor Season 50 will get a prize of $2 million United States dollars. The contestants have begun to be ranked by various media outlets based on what they have accomplished thus far in the current season. However, the upcoming episode's twists cannot be foreseen at this time, but they will undoubtedly sway viewers who were expecting a particular contestant to win Season 50. Aubrey Bracco is at the top of the list of the final 5 players, men's. Journal reports that Kalshi's prediction market has given Bracco the best chance of winning. On the other hand, the same market stated that Tiffany Nicole Irvin and Rizzo Velovic have very few chances of winning Season 50. Apart from that, few others have stated that Tiffany has a better chance of winning the show this time. This is specifically because Irvin has managed to survive the game. Despite facing a few complications, the same can also be said for Joe Hunter, who has emerged as a threat during the challenges. Jonathan Young is seemingly not being considered a tough competitor by others. Rizzo Velovic has managed to make a perfect story of his survival on the show, making him worthy enough to win the show. Former Survivor contestant opens up on how the show has changed in the past. Rob Cesternino has taken part in Survivor twice. Although he did not win the show, Rob has managed to build a fan base with his appearances on other reality shows over the years. Rob discussed how Survivor has evolved over time. In a recent interview with Family Fang of NPR, he stated in response to the same, the evolution of a Survivor contestant has truly transformed into the evolution of a Survivor superfan. With streaming now available, it would be crazy for a new Survivor participant to not have watched all 25 or 30 seasons. Rob mentioned that Survivor is currently in a phase where the contestants belong to the section that has not watched the previous episodes of the series. Cesternino stated that this was acceptable years ago because he came to the show at a time when every contestant intended to become a reality TV star. He added that he would like the show to return to the period with fewer twists, bigger tribes, and additional results to let the players get more opportunities to play. What are your thoughts about the upcoming finale of Survivor Season 50? Let us know. As the milestone 50th season of the legendary reality competition series, Survivor races toward its highly anticipated finale, fans across the world are already debating one burning question: who will ultimately claim the title of sole survivor? After months of blind sides, shifting alliances, hidden immunity idols, and emotional betrayals, the final stretch of the game has become one of the most unpredictable end games the franchise has seen in years. The promotion for Season 50 has been that it will commemorate everything that made the show a cultural phenomenon, bringing together returning players, fan favorites, strategic masterminds, and underdog competitors. The season has delivered explosive gameplay from the opening episode. Every tribal council has carried enormous weight, and viewers have watched carefully as alliances formed and collapsed in dramatic fashion. Now, with the finale only days away, speculation is reaching a fever pitch among the remaining players. Several contestants have emerged as serious contenders to win the game. Strategic dominance, social relationships, jury management, and challenge performances are all being analyzed by fans and former contestants alike. While no outcome is guaranteed in Survivor, early forecasts are painting a clearer picture of who may have the strongest path to victory. One player receiving major attention is the season's strategic powerhouse throughout the game. This contestant has consistently controlled votes without appearing overly aggressive. Their ability to remain calm under pressure while quietly directing key eliminations has impressed both allies and viewers. Unlike some past Survivor strategists who became obvious threats too early, this player mastered the art of subtle influence. Several jurors already appear to respect the strategic resume that has been built over the course of the season. Big moves are frequently rewarded in contemporary Survivor, but timing is everything. This contestant avoided making flashy decisions too soon, and instead waited for crucial moments to strike. That patience could prove critical when the final jury casts its votes. Another major contender has taken a completely different approach. Rather than controlling every vote, this player focused heavily on social bonds and emotional trust. Week after week, they position themselves in the center of multiple alliances, allowing stronger personalities to target each other while quietly advancing deeper into the game. Fans of the show often refer to this style as the social assassin strategy, appearing loyal and approachable while carefully gathering information from all sides. If this player reaches the final tribal council, their relationships with jurors could become their biggest weapon. Meanwhile, challenge dominance has also played a major role in the closing episodes. One finalist hopeful has emerged as a physical force late in the game, winning critical immunity challenges at exactly the right time. Survivor history has shown that late challenge runs can completely reshape a season. If contestants continue to wear the immunity necklace, they may suddenly turn out to be unstoppable. Still, physical dominance alone rarely guarantees victory in the modern era of Survivor. Jurors now tend to value complete gameplay, including strategy and social awareness. This means that challengers must also demonstrate to the jury that they comprehend the political aspect of the game. One of the biggest themes of Season 50 has been adaptability. Nearly every major alliance has fractured at some point, forcing contestants to constantly adjust their plans. Players who refused to adapt quickly found themselves voted out, while flexible competitors survived despite chaotic circumstances. Former Survivor players commenting on the season have repeatedly praised the cast's willingness to take risks. Unlike some recent seasons where alliances stayed predictable for too long, Season 50 featured frequent betrayals and rapidly shifting loyalties. Those unpredictable moves have made forecasting a winner especially difficult. Another factor influencing early predictions is jury perception. In Survivor, the jury ultimately decides the champion, and emotional relationships often matter just as much as gameplay statistics. A player may dominate strategically, but still lose if jurors feel personally betrayed or disrespected. The jury this season appears particularly thoughtful and critical. Many eliminated players have emphasized respect for bold gameplay during their exit interviews, suggesting they may reward aggressive strategy if properly explained at final tribal council. However, personal bitterness can always influence the outcome. Some fans believe one under-the-radar contestant could benefit most from the current jury dynamics. While not the flashiest player, this competitor avoided major conflicts and maintained strong personal connections throughout the game. Survivor history includes many winners who succeeded not by controlling every vote, but by earning trust and minimizing enemies. As discussions continue online, social media has exploded with theories about hidden advantages, possible fire-making outcomes, and surprise betrayals still to come. In an effort to predict the ending, the devoted fans of the franchise have spent weeks deciphering editing clues, confessionals, and strategic patterns. Editing has become a major topic among longtime viewers. Many fans believe Survivor often builds a winner's edit throughout the season. By highlighting certain players' perspectives and emotional journeys, some viewers think Season 50 clearly favors one strategic narrator, while others argue the editors intentionally created multiple believable winner candidates to preserve suspense. The finale itself is expected to deliver high drama before the final vote. Survivor finals typically feature emotional reunions, difficult jury questions, and at least one shocking elimination. Even a single immunity challenge could completely alter the outcome because there are so many strong candidates remaining. Fire-making may also play a decisive role. Since the format twist became permanent, many elite players have seen their games end just short of the final tribal council. After losing the fire-making challenge, fans are already debating which contestants have the mental fortitude and survival skills necessary to survive the final showdown. Describes Season 50 as one of the most competitive installments in franchise history. The season was created not only to commemorate Survivor's history, but also to demonstrate that the game continues to evolve. After decades on television, throughout the season, you can see that change. Advantages, split votes, and rapid strategic discussions constantly reshape the game in modern Survivor, which moves at a much faster pace than in previous eras. Contestants who hesitate for even a moment risk elimination, yet despite all the twists and complexity, the core of Survivor remains unchanged: relationships, trust, and timing. Viewers are getting ready for an emotional conclusion to a landmark season as the finale approaches. Whether the winner is a strategic mastermind, a social connector, or an underdog who peaks at the perfect moment, Season 50 has already secured its place as one of the franchise's most talked about chapters. Now, only one question remains: who will outwit, outplay, and outlast when the votes are finally read? As the landmark 50th season of Survivor heads toward its dramatic finale, excitement among fans has reached an all-time high. After weeks of shocking blindsides, emotional betrayals, hidden immunity idol plays, and strategic warfare, viewers are now turning their attention to one major question: who has the best chance to win the historic season? Season 50 was always expected to be special. The milestone installment of the long-running CBS reality competition series brought together a cast packed with experienced players, fan favorites, and dangerous strategists eager to cement their legacy in Survivor history. From the very first episode, the game moved at a relentless pace, with alliances shifting almost every week and no contestant ever truly feeling safe. Unlike some recent seasons, where dominant alliances controlled the narrative for long stretches, Survivor 50 has been defined by unpredictability. Players who appeared to be in complete control one week suddenly found themselves blindsided the next. That chaos has created one of the most balanced endgames in recent memory, making early winner forecasts especially difficult. Still, several contestants have emerged as leading contenders. One of the most talked about players remaining in the game is the season's strategic mastermind. This contestant was able to influence multiple votes throughout the competition, while avoiding direct blame for numerous eliminations. Fans have compared their gameplay to that of some of the best Survivor tacticians, who were able to quietly steer the game without becoming the immediate target. This player's ability to maintain strong social relationships, while simultaneously making aggressive strategic decisions behind the scenes, is what makes them particularly dangerous. The key to success in today's Survivor is frequently finding a balance between strategy and lickability. Jurors tend to reward players who can control the game without alienating everyone around them. This contestant has also demonstrated impressive adaptability. Instead of steadfastly adhering to previous plans, they swiftly reposition themselves when alliances unexpectedly changed. That flexibility may ultimately become one of the defining strengths of their game. Another strong contender has taken a completely different approach. Rather than orchestrating major blindsides, this player focused heavily on personal relationships and emotional trust. Throughout the season, they consistently built close bonds with allies across multiple groups, allowing them to gather information from nearly every side of the game. Many fans believe this contestant is playing one of the strongest social games of the season. During exit interviews, even players who were voted out frequently spoke highly of them, which could be very important when the jury makes its final decisions. In Survivor, juries do not always reward the flashiest strategist. Sometimes, the player who makes others feel respected and valued has the strongest chance to win. If this socially connected contestant reaches the final tribal council, they could present a compelling case built on loyalty, communication, and trust. Meanwhile, another finalist hopeful has emerged as the season's late-game challenge beast. This competitor suddenly began dominating immunity challenges at a crucial point in the season. After spending much of the game under the radar, their physical performances have kept them safe, while larger strategic battles exploded around them. Challenge runs have historically played major roles in Survivor finals. During the final episodes, contestants who are able to obtain immunity frequently force their opponents to make difficult choices. However, physical dominance is no longer sufficient to guarantee victory. Modern juries typically want to see a complete package that includes strategy, social awareness, and adaptability. That means this challenge performer will likely need a strong final tribal council performance to convince jurors that their gameplay extended beyond immunity wins. One reason forecasting the winner has become so difficult is the overall strength of the remaining cast. Nearly every contestant left in the game has a believable argument for why they deserve the title. Some controlled strategy, others excelled socially, while a few survived through resilience and clutch performances during key moments. Former players and Survivor analysts have praised the season for its competitive balance. Season 50 has featured multiple viable winners throughout the entirety of the game, in contrast to previous installments, where a single clear favorite dominated the narrative. One of the most significant factors in determining the champion may also be the jury itself. Survivor juries are notoriously unpredictable because personal emotions often influence final Decisions. A player may dominate strategically, but still lose if jurors feel betrayed or disrespected. This season's jury appears especially engaged and analytical. Several eliminated contestants openly admired aggressive gameplay during their exits, suggesting they may reward bold strategic decisions if finalists can properly explain their moves. However, emotional wounds from betrayals can linger longer than expected. One under-the-radar contestant could potentially benefit most from that dynamic. Although they have not controlled many votes directly, they avoided becoming the target for almost the entire season. Their ability to stay calm, avoid conflict, and maintain strong personal relationships may resonate with jurors seeking a balanced winner. Survivor history is filled with champions who peaked at exactly the right time. Some winners dominated from start to finish, while others quietly survived chaos before delivering exceptional endgame performances. Season 50 may ultimately follow that second pattern. Fans online continue dissecting every confessional, alliance conversation, and editing choice in search of clues about the eventual winner, the winner's edit, or subtle storytelling patterns that hint at which contestant may ultimately win, is something that devoted viewers frequently examine. Some people are of the opinion that the season has clearly focused on a single strategic narrator, whose perspective consistently advances the story. Others argue the editors intentionally crafted multiple believable winner narratives to keep the finale unpredictable. Social media discussions have only intensified as the finale approaches. Viewers are debating potential immunity challenge outcomes, hidden idol surprises, and even the possibility of a shocking fire-making upset before the final tribal council. The fire-making challenge remains one of the most dangerous moments in modern Survivor. Even dominant players have seen their games end just short of the finale after failing to survive the pressure-filled showdown. As a result, some fans believe the eventual winner may simply be the player who performs best under those final moments of stress. Host Jeff Probst has repeatedly praised Season 50 as one of the most dynamic and competitive chapters in the show's history. The milestone season was designed as both a celebration of Survivor's legacy and a showcase of how much the game has evolved over the years. That evolution has been evident throughout the season. The pace of gameplay is faster than ever, with contestants forced to react instantly to shifting alliances, advantages, and strategic twists. Players who hesitate even briefly risk seeing their games collapse overnight. The core of Survivor, on the other hand, has not changed in spite of the numerous turns, idols, or advantages. The game still revolves around human relationships, trust, timing, and the ability to adapt under pressure. As the finale draws closer, fans are preparing for what could become one of the most memorable conclusions in franchise history. Whether the winner emerges as a strategic mastermind, a social powerhouse, or a resilient underdog, Survivor 50 has already delivered the kind of thrilling television that longtime viewers hoped for when the milestone season was first announced. Now, after weeks of outwitting, outplaying, and outlasting, only one contestant will earn the title of sole survivor and secure their place in reality television history.